Hey y'all, Bay here bringing you Captain Tsubasa Dream Team, and today I would like to do the evaluation. Sorry I was late one day, and I'm recently super busy. I'm doing so many games, plus my real life is really busy recently, so it's starting to get really tough to catch up with these because this time Captain Tsubasa, they brought so many new characters, 3 new of course, plus 2 additional Tachibana twin, and I didn't have time to do Tachibana twin evaluation Excel because first of all I didn't think it was gonna come, and then it came and I didn't have time. Okay, so sorry, but I'll be going over them verbally without showing you the Excel. Okay, first of all, the new character is Nita. This Nita, well, first of all, these 3 mid-school characters are really some are not bad, but it's hard to use because it's like it really relates, everything relates to mid-school. But out of those characters, this Nita is a little bit better than the other 2 in terms of how to handle, because this guy's passive is I forgot how do you say it in English, but the less your stamina, the stronger your skill. But still, you know, this passive is also hard to use. It's hard to control, you know, your stamina. At the beginning, as you can see on the bottom, his S shot, oh by the way, this guy's new S shot, Falcon shot, is 465 at level max, so it's the best shot ever for this Nita for ground shot. And so for those who love Nita, this shot might be something you should replace from what you're using, but still, you know, compared to other ace striker shots, 465 is not high, so maybe many people might hesitate to put their black balls unless it's Nita dedicated. So yeah, but this guy is dedicated to shot all the time, and so is this time's new mid-school Nita. And as you can see on the bottom, if he gets the 30% on the skill, his shot power will be 70k. So this 70k is gonna be strong. It can, I think, beat many goalkeepers, even the top tier one. But if the 30% is not on, if it's 0, it's 54k. So at the beginning, it's 54. Yeah. So I think what they should have done, what would have been better, is this passive should have been like 20 or 15%, and this Nita should have gotten more like stronger stats for shot. Then many people could have used it better, you know, because this guy at the end, its shot is 11,600, and today this shooting stat isn't strong, right? So if they Club should have lowered the passive to like 15 to 20, and instead they should have hired the stats, especially like power. Why, you know, they made shot edgy but power the lowest in the physical? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. This guy, no one's gonna use him for like a dribble character, right? People will use him for a shooter, and if they want to use this guy as a shooter, they should have brought power better and, you know, made the passive lower, because this passive is already hard to use. And if that was the case, I think even without the passive, from at the very beginning, his shooting power could have gone above 60k, and then, you know, with the passive 70k, that could be the same, okay? But that would have been much easier. I would have evaluated this character way better if that was the case. But since it's like this, this guy, if he gets 30%, it's gonna be strong for sure. But it's hard. This passive is hard to control, and so I would not go after this character, to be honest. But of course, this team skill is unique but strong if everything can be met. But it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. So that's Nita, and this is Jito. Jito is even harder because this guy's passive is mid-school link 30%. So if you can put everyone mid-school, then he will get the 30% buff, and as a result, it's gonna be the very right sell. So his tackle and block is gonna be super strong, but this is gonna be really tough. I couldn't do it on my Japanese account. I tried, but I couldn't. I was only able to put like 7 at the moment. So if I can get Jito, that's 8, and then if I can get Wakashimazu, that's 9. That's 9. I can go up to 9, but I can't go up to 10. Yeah, that's the thing. So I think it's gonna be hard for many people, and So this 30%, even if you are able to meet this, I think 12.7k for tackle and block is strong, that's for sure. But it's not like other Jito can't reach this level. They can. Like 2018 Jito, for example. That guy can go like really close. And so if he can, yeah, that's the thing. This guy is gonna be strong, for sure. But it's just too hard to gather all mid-school characters. So I think many people realistic figure can only probably reach like 20% at best. Yeah, I think many people will have to use someone else. And if that's the case, this Jito is not gonna be as good. So it's really hard. But if you want to utilize the team skill, if you can get all three of these new characters and want to utilize these team skills, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be 51%. That's OP. But again, it's gonna be really hard to gather all these mid-schoolers, so it's gonna be tough. And by the way, level 99 skill max is on the bottom, and this doesn't make sense really. This guy has a main skill S shot. It's 440. It's not that strong. So, and his shooting power, even with 30% buff, he only gets 10k. So his shooting power is 45k around, and it doesn't make sense. I mean, this cannot threaten anybody. And like Brolin, why didn't they give him better shooting stats or whatever? Brolin goes up to like 70k, you know? It's just a matter of, do you want to put your black balls to Brolin's shot? You know, that's the only thing. But if you do, it's gonna be like 70k. But this guy, 44k, who's gonna give their black balls? Who's gonna use it? I mean, if no one's gonna give their black balls to this shot, then this shot at level 1 is like shit, you know? So it doesn't make sense. This does not make sense. If they are gonna do that, I mean, if they are going to do this, something like this, they should have made this shot way stronger as a skill, or gave this Jito a stronger shooting stats, or else it's useless. Yeah, frankly speaking. And so yeah, so that's Jito. And then last up is Wakashimazu. This Wakashimazu, again, it's a mid-school link, but it's up to 8 characters and 20%. So as a result, if you can gather 8 mid-schoolers, you can go up to 14k. And that's pretty close to Fest Wakashimazu, which is on the left, right? So it's not bad. And as a result, if you can do the 20% buff, and giving Fest Wakashimazu's skill to this guy, because this guy's main skill is weak, 455, it's weak. So you should definitely give like Fest Wakashimazu or anyone like, or 97 Wakashimazu's skill. Of course, that's if you have a dupe, to this mid school. And then if you raise that, his overall power will be around 71k. So if you can reach 71, that's like Dream Collection Morisaki, same level, or like Salinas, the newest Salinas is like at that level. So this guy will be as good. So it's good, but again, mid-school link is really hard. 8 people, okay, better than Jito, but even for 8, it's gonna be really hard. Good characters that's mid-school, I would say, is Ishizaki, Dream Collection, Nankatsu Tsubasa, Tachibana Twin, and these Jito, Nita, and Wakashimazu. That's 7. And you can put Hyuga, but if you're gonna put Hyuga, there's too many forwards already. Tachibana, Nita, and Hyuga, that's 4. So you can't put Hyuga anyways if you're gonna use these 3. So it's gonna be hard. And maybe Matsuyama, there is a Chugaku, I mean, sorry, mid-school Matsuyama, but yeah, it's not as strong as the other Matsuyamas, you know, that's out there, like, yeah, so that's the thing. But anyways, yeah, it's gonna be tough, but if you're able to meet everything, these characters can be useful, because you can use the 17% team skill, that's 51 if you add them up, and with 51, maybe, I haven't calculated this, but this guy, this Wakashimazu for example, might reach Fest Wakashimazu. It probably will, Yeah, because Fist Wakashimazu can only reach like 45 with team skill at best. Or maybe if you do like 17% like, you know, Japanese agility team skill, there's two of them, Ishizaki and Tsubasa, so from 97. So if you do that, maybe Wakashimazu Fest will be better. But if not, if it's 45, 51 might, yeah, if you do that, this mid-school Wakashimazu might reach Fest Wakashimazu, yeah. So it's not bad. It's not bad, but it's really tricky. Yeah, that's the word. That's the word I think is most suited to this times 3 characters. It's tricky. It's hard to handle. Yeah. So that's it. And Tachibana twin. So these twin got these passives. Sorry, it's the Japanese thing screen, but it's basically the same. Both of these passive skills, I mean, hidden abilities are like really close. The only difference is low ball and high baller. That's it. Plus, of course, you know, parameter up to each other. So yeah, so these guys are really good now. All these hidden abilities are good, and they got a really good buff on the stats. 400 up each for offense and physical, and 700 for defense. And as a result, these guys are now really strong. Yeah. Plus, it's not here, but they also got a boost on team skill and passive, so they got boosted on everything basically. And for team skill, it's JY 13%. JY 13. That means for those who got Margans and Chester from the last Dream Fest, you can make 43 JY. And I think this team could be pretty damn strong. Although the team skill is not as good, you can combine anything as long as you're JY. Japanese, non-Japanese, it doesn't matter. Chester, Margus, Zeno, Mueller, Tachibana twin, Tsubasa, Misaki, Hyuga. Yeah, you can do all that. It's like a dream team from the JY era. And I like this. Yeah. So this might be cool. And yeah, so this team skill is good, and also their passive. It used to be auto interception enhanced 30%. This 30, well, it came like way before, so you know, at the time 30 was okay, but even at the time 30 wasn't that great, by the way. But anyways, now the era has changed. Everyone has like 50 or above for auto intercept, for pass interception, and so 30 is too low. And he's a Dream Collection character, so they decided to give him 70%, but also adding interception and block. So these guys aren't defenders, they're midfielders. So I don't know if there will be occasions where this auto block will be useful, but better than nothing, right? So they got now 70% auto and block. So I think there's gonna be many people who will now use these characters instead of some other characters. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, so that's my evaluation for this time. I personally think this time's gacha is not worth going after. Well, of course, don't forget not to mention these characters may be useful for EX6 for challenge role, but I don't want to use my money just for this reason. You know, it's like they're controlling us, you know. I mean, they are the ones who create the EX challenge road, and then, you know, they bring these new characters that is gonna be like really useful, and I don't like to be like controlled. Yeah, so I don't think I'm not gonna be pulling this gacha for that reason. Yeah, so I hope you liked the video. Please do subscribe for those who haven't yet, and thanks. Stay tuned for my future ones. Thanks for watching, and bye.